What did ancient humans fear the most? Close your eyes for a second. Think about what scares you. Maybe it's losing your job. Maybe it's getting sick. Maybe it's being alone. But none of those fears are new. They're ancient, hardwired into your brain by people who lived 10,000 years ago. People who faced something you and I will never truly understand, because the fears of ancient humans weren't just feelings. They were survival. And some of those fears, they're still living inside you right now. So what actually scared ancient humans the most? The answer isn't what you think. It wasn't monsters. It wasn't death. It was something far more specific, far more primal. And when you hear it, you'll realize you still feel it too. Let's start with the obvious one. Darkness. Not the darkness of your bedroom with the curtains closed. Real darkness, the kind where you open your eyes and see absolutely nothing. Ancient humans lived in that darkness every single night. And in that darkness, things moved, things breathed, things watched. Predators didn't sleep when humans did. Lions hunted at night, wolves hunted at night, and ancient humans knew it, which is why fire wasn't just warmth. Fire was the difference between life and death. The moment that fire went out, fear arrived. But darkness was just the beginning, because the second greatest fear of ancient humans wasn't a predator. It was something invisible, something that couldn't be fought with a spear, something that took people randomly, without warning, without reason. Disease. Imagine watching someone perfectly healthy one morning and dead by nightfall. No explanation, no cure, no understanding of why. Ancient humans had no germ theory, no medicine, no doctors. When sickness arrived in a camp, it felt like a curse, like something evil had entered, and nobody knew who would be next. That fear, the fear of invisible death, was perhaps the most terrifying thing ancient humans ever experienced. But here's where it gets really interesting, because the third fear wasn't darkness. It wasn't disease. It was something that sounds almost too simple: being left behind, separation from the group. Think about it. Alone, a human was nothing. No claws, no fangs, no night vision, no speed. One person alone in the ancient wilderness had almost no chance of survival. But together, humans were unstoppable, which means being rejected by your group, being abandoned, was basically a death sentence. And that fear is still inside you. That anxiety you feel when someone doesn't text back. That panic when you feel left out. That need to belong. That's not weakness. That's 10,000 years of survival instinct talking. And the fourth fear, this one will surprise you. Ancient humans were terrified of the sky, not in a poetic way, in a very real, very practical way. A storm wasn't just rain. It was destruction. Lightning struck without warning. Floods wiped out entire camps overnight. Droughts meant starvation. Ancient humans had no weather forecast, no warning system. The sky could turn against them at any moment, and there was absolutely nothing they could do about it. So they did the only thing they could. They tried to make sense of it. They told stories. They created gods. They performed rituals, because understanding something, even incorrectly, felt better than understanding nothing at all. And that brings us to the deepest fear of all, the one that connects every other fear on this list. The unknown. Not knowing what was in the darkness. Not knowing why people got sick. Not knowing if the group would stay together. Not knowing what the sky would do next. Ancient humans lived in a world they could barely explain, and the human brain, then and now, cannot handle not knowing. So it creates answers, stories, myths, gods, monsters, all born from one simple, ancient, deeply human feeling: fear of the unknown. And here's the most fascinating part of all this. Those fears never left. They evolved. The darkness became the fear of failure. The disease became the fear of losing control. The separation became the fear of loneliness. The unknown became anxiety about the future. Different world, same fears, same brain, same you. Because somewhere deep inside, you are still that ancient human, standing at the edge of the firelight, staring into the darkness, wondering what's out there. This is why ancient humans feared the most.